Yes. So amendments are about to be, oh yeah, this is another one I got.
That one's open back there.
Okay. Open up the exec session. Just a quick announcement. I'm one of my tasks is I am the treasurer of my library's trust fund, and they're having a meeting at 1 o'clock. So I really want to be out of here by noon. Okay.
Just go along with us.
We'll all go along with everything we've done here except if the new women empowerment bill. Okay. Well, that's what it is. Okay. Well, it is true that it turns out that vasectomies are also mandated. So
So that's a male.
that's a male empowerment. Okay. All right. Okay. First one up is Senate Bill 332. I guess I'm making the motion of interim study. Representative Burrows seconds the motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on Senate Bill 332? Seeing none, clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Patusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Paxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. McLear,
Yes.
McLear, Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Grassi,
Yes.
Rafter.
Yes.
All right, 18 to 0.
And Hunt?
Oh, sorry, Chairman. I read it
Yes.
out again.
Okay, the motion is 18 to zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. So moved. Next up, Senate Bill 333. Representative Burrows, second by Representative Hunt. Moves ought to pass. Thank you. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll when she's ready.
Ought to pass on 333.
333.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Patusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, motion carries.
Excuse me, Jane, could you turn on the microphone so that I
Oh,
can
look
hear
at
your,
that.
I can hear my name?
Oh, good catch. Okay.
Thank
you. Motion to put it on the consent calendar. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Okay, Senate Bill 334. Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Burrows, moves ought to pass. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
all right, this ought to pass. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Patusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. McLear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassi,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes. Okay, all those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Senate Bill 477.
We can interim study that. I'm not gonna, I didn't get in touch with Scott Merrick, so
Recommendation.
we had ought to pass if I could find 3 reps.
Oh, 3 reps.
Right, but we're just gonna interim study.
We never found the 3 reps. Okay.
Well, I didn't have
Wait,
any communication with the.
We have one. Did one?
Yeah, well, he wanted to.
I think you were the only one.
No, I was going to, no,
Mr. Chairman, I look at this bill as being something that's a feel-good bill. If we do it, that's good. And it may help. If we don't do it, I think, I don't think there's anything lost. I think it would be a good thing to do it. It doesn't cost any money. And if we can find 3 people that are willing to participate, do it.
All right. So we got versus doing an interim study, which we'd keep it in the committee and
Right.
do the study.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you
Either
feel?
one is fine.
Either one is fine. Okay. So then finding.
No, well, Carrie said she would do it, and I will do it as well, but I didn't talk to any Republicans.
Oh, we didn't have any Republicans.
I didn't ask.
You didn't have any Republicans. That's the
I was
problem.
waiting to speak.
And if you don't have any, then let's put it into interim study. At least we can look at the issue.
Okay. All right. Interim study. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Representative Bolio, seconded by Representative Ammon, moves interim study. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post. Yes. Cole,
Yep.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows. Yes. Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
and that.
All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Okay, next one, Senate Bill 97. Representative Cole, seconded by Representative Ammon, moves interim study. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Patusik,
Yes.
Post. Yes. Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
No.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes. Representative Magley, do you have any problems putting it on the consent calendar? Okay, all those in favor of consent, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Next up, Senate Bill 365. Okay. Representative Ammon, seconded by Representative Patusek, moves interim study. Is there any discussion on the motion? You want to?
I thought that we were going OTP on this.
N-
The
No,
lithium batteries?
No, the lithium battery was, no, we need to make sure everything's covered on it.
Okay, okay, if that's the case.
We
We needed to get the right standards.
We
The
need to
standards
get all the
weren't
right
really
standards,
complete.
exactly.
We needed, and you certainly need the ISO standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that interim study?
interim study. All right. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Patusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yeah.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
and Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, all those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Was that 17 to zip?
18.
18.
Oh, it's all 18.
Yep.
Okay,
The last one was.
Yeah. okay. Next up is 5515. Okay. Representative, what do we got? What do we have? Cole. Seconded by Representative Burrows. Moves ought to pass. All those in favor? Clerk will call the roll. Sorry. Let's kind of move things along too far, too fast.
All right. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Axton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
18-0.
Each is zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay. 366. Representative Spears, seconded by Representative Ammon, moves inexpedient to legislate. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Who is?
You want one?
Ammon?
No.
Spear and Ammon?
Spear and Ammon. I got to get out of here. Okay. All right. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on inexpedient to legislate.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Saxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
No.
Clark, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
I'm sorry. Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
17-1.
Okay. The vote is 17-1. All those in favor of the consent calendar, please say aye. Those opposed? So moved unanimously. All right. First Amendment, 502. So Representative Hunt, second by Representative Burrows, moves the amendment. 1896. I'll briefly speak to this amendment.
Does everybody have the amendment?
This is, in my 38 years, this has never happened before. So I can always say that first time for everything. So we had to change the title because it said non-driver's license. when
Right.
That was not the issue. Any other discussion on the amendment? Good. All right, so the motion right now is ought to pass on the amendment number 1896. The clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik, Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Saxton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clark, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Sorry. Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, now the motion is ought to pass as amended. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll
In a minute, in a second.
when she's ready.
Ought to pass as amended. Hunt and Burrows again.
Yes.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan? Grassy? Rafter? Chairman Hunt?
Yes.
And this was OTPA. All right.
Okay. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay, next up, 173, Representative Spears, seconded by Representative Ammon, moves ought to pass. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none.
And pass. All right.
The clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon?
Yes.
Patusik? Yes. Post?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
McGee?
Yes.
Bocelli?
Yes.
Thaxton? Walsh?
Yes.
Burrows?
Yes.
Herbert? Yes. Clark? Yes. Maclear?
Yes.
Gibbs?
Yes.
Spear?
Yes.
Sullivan? Grassy? Yes. Rafter?
Yes.
Hunt?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt? 18-0.
The motion carries the vote 18-0. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay. Next up, Senate Bill 176. Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Burrows, moves inexpedient to legislate. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Did we ever find out, just a comment?
Yeah, this was all, so the study's been done already. The
Okay.
department already did the study.
All right. I just never heard of the definition of public outreach, but I'll get that later.
You want to know.
So, yeah. I can research it.
You weren't here for the hearing?
No, I don't think I was here for that.
No, because I wasn't either, so. Okay, so the motion is inexpedient to legislate. The clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Alpatusic,
Yes.
all right, Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Bocelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Okay. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert. Yes. Clark, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, the motion carries. All those in favor of placing 176 on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Okay, next up, Senate Bill 177.
Hang on.
It's not the next one?
I have
You don't have a sheet.
312.
You're missing a sheet?
Let me see if it's here. I'll get it from Gary.
Yeah. Well, we'll just move on. Just tell.
Uh, What was it? That was
177. Oh, no, right.
Carries.
Yeah, she didn't use a sheet. Holy moly. This is about as clear as chocolate milk. For the purpose of the chat. No, let's just keep moving until we get to it.
You need a restroom break?
No.
No, she
Anybody?
wants to talk about.
Oh, okay. We'll get that in a second, 177. We're gonna do 177 in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Carrie needs to give me a sheet.
All right, so moving on to the next one, 312. Representative McHugh, second by Representative. Excuse me.
Do it after.
We're gonna hold off on 177 because we don't. Oh, we all set? You have a voting sheet. You have a voting. I know, but the actual.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You
I
had
mean,
that.
I filled that out. Yep.
Okay, and that
Up
was.
for 170.
Okay. All right. Sorry. We'll go back to 177. All right. So Representative Burrows, seconded by. Did I have? Okay.
177.
Who said they wanted to second it? Immaculate. This is OTP. Okay. Any discussion on the motion of ought to pass on 177? All right. Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
All right. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
Yes.
Gibbs. Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? So moved unanimously. All right.
You wanna,
Now we'll do 312. All right. Representative McHugh, seconded by Representative Burrows, moves to pass. Is there any discussion on the motion? Okay. The motion is ought to pass on 312. Is the motion clear? The clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton,
Yes.
Walsh, Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay. All those in favor of placing 312 on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay, next up, 353. I guess it's me. Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Burrows. Moves. Is this the bill we're doing?
Is this-
No, this is 353. Okay.
The Down syndrome.
Yep.
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes.
Just to clarify why we're doing this, we got interpretation of the bill that basically the bill doesn't change anything in terms of insurance coverage for autism or Down syndrome. It basically updates the disorder names of autism and Down syndrome. So it's really not going to be harmful to interim study it.
Right. And it'd be good to clarify these definitions and make sure they're in the right place in the statute. Okay.
Was this Hunt and Burrows or Burrows and Hunt?
Hunt and Burrows. Yeah. I can make
Yeah.
All right. Is the
Interim
question
study?
interim study? Is the question clear? The clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Mackler,
Yes.
Gibbs, Spear,
Yes.
Grassy,
Yes.
Sullivan, Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay. Vote is 18-0. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay. Next up, Senate Bill 399. Okay. Representative Burrows, seconded by Representative Hunt, moves to pass. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik. Yes. Post.
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy. Yes. Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, all those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay. All right, so now we're down to, okay, we're at 5:56. Because 407 was already done. Okay. 5:56, Representatives, we have an amendment.
1785H.
Okay. Okay. So Representative Spear, second by Representative Hunt, moves on to pass on the amendment number 1785. And Representative Spear, do you want to speak to your motion, or I can do it for you?
Forget about looking it up. Essentially, the amendment changed provider to APRN, advanced practice AP registered nurse, and that's essentially what the amendment.
That's
deals
what it
with.
does. Not essentially. That is.
It is what it does.
Okay. All right. Is there any discussion on the motion of ought to pass on the amendment? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Yes. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0 on the amendment.
Okay. Now the motion is ought to pass as amended. Representative Spear, second. Representative Hunt. Okay, any discussion on the motion of ought to pass as amended? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik, Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Yes. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs, Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, all those in favor of placing it on the consent calendar, please say, oh, was it, did I do, yeah, that was it, yeah. Placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Those opposed, so moved unanimously, and we are in recess. Okay. Is the insurance department, you guys have you guys chance to read this amendment? Are you okay? Are you guys, do you understand what it says? Because it's, I've never seen more gobbledygook in an amendment. Yeah. Ah. Yeah, it's the RSA. That was the other problem with this bill. Was the RSA, Representative Spear. You have it in RSA 354.
The first bunch of lines, all the way until you get to 12, stay exactly as they were. What this is saying is that B is taking out. It's just changing section 3 to take out B.
Well, this is not exactly what you had described to me.
It's what I was trying to get to.
I hear you. And now you see in live, in living color, why
I'm not gonna
we
IS
do amendment. So
We
here's
can do a floor amendment.
we can do a format. So let's do the interim study motion now.
No.
Well, we're not going to do an ought to pass motion. So I'm saying right
How about
now
we just give it-
we were talking about ITL. So I'm just suggesting that we do an interim study motion, and you and I can work, and then we can see if we can find something that we can live with that gets to what you're trying to do. Okay, and what you were trying to do is you want to make it just like the vasectomy.
Are you saying
mandate.
that it's not possible to do that today?
At this moment, no. No, I mean, to ask this, no, I don't want to stick, I mean, I'm notwithstanding, I will disappoint all those board members in my library that I don't show up, but that for us to then get this amendment, this is why we have subcommittee. We go to subcommittees, we work these things out, we get these things structured right, and then then once we know we've got it right.
I understand all
And
that.
so all I'm just saying is, I am certainly willing to help you to see if we can do something differently.
And conceivably, it could end up being a floor amendment.
And it absolutely could be a floor amendment if we can find something we can agree on.
All right. All right.
Can we have that recorded?
It's on YouTube. There forever. Okay?
Could Representative Spear tell us exactly what you're trying to do? I'm a little bit confused.
What I want, the way I want this to end up, or the way I'm hoping it ends up, is that whether any person with a uterus, whether they are heterosexual, bisexual, whatever they are entitled to 6 rounds per year of IUI, and it's not considered infertility. I read through the laws on infertility, and they have a very fuzzy outline, and this fits right above that.
Is
and it
the
doesn't interfere with it.
417G1, is that the treatment? The IV, what is it?
IUI.
IU.
You want IUI. Can it be IVI? Oh, you mean IV over there.
IVF.
Which one are you talking about?
What is the actual treatment?
IUI.
I'm looking now at the department. What is the treatment? What is it? I
believe the bill that in its current form without an amendment is relating to IUI,
right.
which is one very specific treatment, and it's allowing up to 6 rounds of IUI per plan year.
Right.
That's
Okay,
what we want.
But then there's all this other stuff in the down.
Well, because the chapter relates to infertility. This mandate to require coverage for IUI is absent a diagnosis of infertility. So you can get these 6 rounds of IUI,
This will
whether
be-
you've been diagnosed
This
with
is for
infertility or not.
any woman, regardless of their
Yes.
status,
Yes, without
Okay.
a diagnosis of infertility.
without a diagnosis of infertility. That's
Yeah.
that's section 1 of the bill.
That's the chapter that exists. What the bill would change is putting in this IUI. And that is absent a finding of infertility. Everyone has access to that.
So,
If you have a
no,
finding of
but
infertility.
wasn't there another section in that bill that had all these labor stuff on it?
Yes, that's what the amendment
So
is
if
adding.
we were to just pass section 1 of the bill,
Well, yeah. 1 and 2. Because 1 and 2 is the short title and what it changes.
Okay.
So sections 1
Yeah, I
and 2.
believe that
is
that's what
just
I'm looking for.
so 2
Sections 1 and 2.
So
Yeah.
2 just simply says that any woman, but it does have that infertility statement in it, regardless of infertility. It says in there, right?
Yes, so you don't have to have a diagnosis of infertility to be able to access this specific treatment.
Right.
Everything else in the chapter, you have to have a diagnosis of infertility.
That
Okay.
sounds good.
And so if we just pass 1 and 2, and then I guess we delete that, but we still need the effective date of January
Yes.
1.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it could be 60 days because this is for large group.
Right,
Oh,
section,
yeah, that's got to be January 1st.
But January 1st would be better, yeah.
section 1 is Modern Economy Act. Where did the hell did that come from?
January 1st?
No, Modern Economy Act.
I don't know where that came from. I thought that meant something to you, like solely.
Was that what this bill originally was, and then they gutted it and put something else in it?
Sorry, what was?
Section 1 of the bill. Oh, it had to do with the other stuff. It'll get theoretical, get retitled, I guess.
Yeah, this bill originally started as something much more ambitious, and this is what it has been whittled down
alright.
to. So it initially included stuff like IVF. That's why it's up in the higher title, the act. But that it has gone through many revisions with
Alright.
the stakeholders.
Is there still a way we could do it today?
I know, because
We'll do
it's
a floor.
we'll do a floor amendment. Okay, we'll do a floor amendment.
Then let's not vote on it right now.
No, we have
No,
to
we have
vote
to
on
do
it.
it. We have to do it.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
if we
Representative
took a
Gassion.
vote to OTP, and I know there are a number of flaws in here, knowing that a floor amendment will be coming up, and if your side decides to vote against it and our side decides to go for it, it's going to come up with no recommendation. And then it can go to the floor and we can do whatever we want to do.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't.
We're going to have an amendment, we're going to have a debate anyway.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because if we have an understanding what she wants to get at, which was the original not the original, the one paragraph here, and obviously we need to change the title and we need to change the effective date. There's some things that need to be changed.
Well, the effective date has changed, all right, because the amendment has that.
Okay,
All
right,
we
but
have
I'm
to
just
do is
saying is
take
we
out
want to
one-
clean up, but interim study means that the bill will always, if something bad were to happen on the floor when we try to do something, at least that the pending motion from this committee is interim study, we can work on and get it done right. But I was just saying is for that, if we just do that, and yes, I am certainly committed to working to try to get you an amendment that I could live with. And I can't speak for all the Republicans in the committee, but I'm pretty sure, well, I know I don't have some votes, but
I'm just concerned this bill taking another year to get passed. That's the thing. And I think this is important enough that we need to get it passed now. And I fear if you put an interim study motion on the floor, regardless if we have amendment or not, there's a chance it could get passed, which delays this bill for another year. And it's just the same thing as ITLing it. So that's why I would rather see an OTP go to the floor than an ITL.
I don't see the
than an
urgency.
IS.
I don't see the urgency of this bill.
Look, why don't we ask Kristen, how long would it take her to just take out one more paragraph?
We can't have it done by
Why
noon.
not?
To have this amendment done by noon?
I had it done in an hour to begin with. That's how I came in this morning early, and they wrote
It
the
shouldn't
amendment
depend
for
on
me.
whether you have a library meeting, I'm sorry.
Okay, yes, Representative Ammon.
I just, Representative Spears, could you
Can
explain?
you speak a little louder? I'm having a lot of trouble.
Representative Spears, could you explain the amendment? Because what I read here, it's unlawful discrimination fertility treatment, but then it exempts fertility from the amendment. That's the way it comes across to me.
Yeah, what we just discussed was to take out section 3, add that to the part that was taken out, so that all that would be left would be 1 and 2. I'm sorry? No, the amendment isn't going to work because we need to take out more than what was in there. And the part that you're talking about needs to come out.
Why don't we just take a vote and then we'll
Vote on what? What are we voting on?
because we can't, 'cause it's-
We're voting on letting people have,
right, no.
But we probably,
Right. In all due respect, Representative Gassi, my honor here, my word here is that I absolutely worked. I agreed intent on what was proposed.
all right, so
And then
what,
all I'm asking is just do the information now. I will be the one who gets up there and tell everybody to vote no on the interim study, and then introduce the new amendment.
Okay.
Okay.
all right, that's the deal.
I think that's fair.
And you,
I
the
think
entire
John's not a
planet
bad
just
faith
heard
actor,
that.
though. He's not a bad faith actor when it comes to this
Chairman,
stuff.
so
We're gonna use
what
this
we're
on.
aiming for is a floor amendment, and you're going to help me write it.
Exactly.
Can I just say something? Can you please include the ranking members when you put this together? That's all I'm asking.
Absolutely, it
Okay?
would not be just her.
Okay.
Of course not. Of course not.
I think that's a good move.
For the record, if we were to get in any committee conferences or any of these discussions, and we do have two concurrences right now, I will always include you, Representative Burrows. Always.
Okay, is that for dinner too?
Not tonight. Okay. All right.
Excuse me,
No.
All right.
Yeah.
just before you do anything else,
Yes.
I think you need to take us out of recess.
I know, but I just want to make clear what where we are.
Could
before
you
I
just
take us out.
summarize what we're doing?
Exactly. Okay, so the expectation is that we will pass the interim study motion, and then we will work on trying to create an amendment that will absolutely be distributed to all the members of the committee so that you can explain to your seatmates how this committee that never had a bill on the regular calendar is now suddenly going to have one, because we knew that this floor amendment was coming, and that they certainly are free to vote whatever they want to approve, but that the committee is committed to at least bringing forward this other amendment, and
And you're going to speak to it and
I
say
will
how
speak to
wonderful it is.
and I'm going to say that it is a perfect amendment for women empowerment.
I heard you say it.
That word. Please do not do that. I gotta say something else.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I just need to say this because you talked about women empowerment, and this is not an attack on you because
Yes. Go right.
no, no, it isn't.
I'm a
It
big
isn't,
boy.
John. It isn't, Mr. Chair. But I guess one of the things that has my hackles up is that, and one of the reasons this bill is so important to many people on this committee, is that the Speaker of the House was supposed to be a nice Mother's Day declaration, came out with a declaration saying that it's National Natural Family Month. And if you go on to look at the wording behind the foundation that put it out, it said that there has to be a male head of the household. So that's one reason some of us have our hackles up right now about a bill that involves same-sex couples.
But
No,
not
this
just
bill does
same-sex
not involve
couples.
same-sex couples. This bill says
But it will
that
help
the wife
same-sex
can get pregnant.
Okay, it'll
without
help
having
same-sex couples.
But it's not just same-sex couples. Come on, it's. I've been the head of my household forever. My husband wouldn't say a word.
All right, Representative Thaxton.
So, as someone who's been spent 40 years on the receiving end of legislation that was cobbled together without fully working it out,
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort of this committee. And this bill basically in no way involves me personally, but good to know. I get that this is really wicked important to some people and maybe not important to other people, but to those people who it's important to, it's really important. Everybody's better off if we take a deep breath and go down this road of let's put together the amendment that's really right.
Right.
Because when you we saw earlier today, non-driver's licenses, what is that? So it's not what we want organizationally. We'd like to have it all done and be out of here, but take the deep breath, accept the reality that we need to do what we're doing, and then hopefully you guys can get together an amendment that everybody agrees on.
I agree, but I do also appreciate your willingness to work on this with me, and that we can get it out to the floor. I think that's very important.
Absolutely. This is why. That's why I keep
Oh,
running.
me and Anita.
Yes, I will be running for another term, just to be official. Okay, I'm going for the big 4-0. Okay. Any other discussion on the motion of interim study? No, excuse me. I will now take us out of recess. We're now back into our executive session. So the pending motion, I will create, I guess I haven't got a pending motion, right? So we're doing 558. So Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Spear, moves interim study. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik. Post.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
McGee.
Yes.
Bocelli.
Yes.
Thaxton.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Herbert. Clerk. Yes. Mackler.
Yes.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy. Rafter.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yes.
Chairman Hunt. 18-0.
Okay, the vote is 18 to zip. All those in favor of leaving this on the regular calendar, please say yes.
Well,
Yes.
oh, it has to be
Well-
consent calendar. No.
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 To where normally you don't have to do this, but I want an affirmative vote because someone might come in and say, "Why did you guys vote 18 to zip and then put it on the regular calendar?" I want that yes, I want an affirmative vote that we voted to keep this on the regular calendar. So all those in favor of keeping this on the regular calendar, please say yes.
Yes.
Those who are opposed, so moved unanimously. Okay, we're on to the next one. All right. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, just leave regular calendar. Yeah, you just leave it alone. Yeah, okay. Okay. Next up, 561, Representative McGee, second by Representative Burrows, moves ought to pass. Is there any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
And what was the podcast?
Ought to pass.
All right. Representative Ammon.
Yes.
Matusik.
Yes.
Post.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
McGee.
Yes.
Bocelli.
Yes.
Thaxton.
Yes.
Walsh.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Herbert.
Yes.
Clerk. Yes. Mackler.
Yes.
Gibbs. Spear.
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy. Rafter.
Yes.
Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, the vote is 18 to zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, those opposed? So moved unanimously. All right, next up, Senate Bill 354, and we have an amendment. Okay. Holy moly. Okay, so this is a rewrite of the whole statute, the whole bill. Right, so, that's right, that's right. Oh. Okay. So I know that there was some concern about, what section was it, Rolly, that you were worried about? The Roman numeral? Line 3. Okay. Independent Charity Patient Assistance Program means. Okay. So my understanding is this is actually current statute, and so there, and the insurance department has assured me that this is okay. Okay. All right. So I will move ought to pass on a number 1803. And
Hunt and Burrows.
Burrows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any discussion on the amendment? All right, seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon.
Yes.
Matusik.
Yes.
Post.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
McGee.
Yes.
Bocelli.
Yes.
Thaxton. Walsh.
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Herbert. Clerk. Yes. Mackler.
Yes.
Gibbs.
Yes.
Spear.
Yes.
Sullivan? Grassy? Yes. Rafter?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt?
Yes.
18.
Chairman Hunt.
18 to zip.
Chairman Hunt, I got a question for you. On this amendment on line 6, you got 415 semicolon 18 FF, and the original amendment was 415 semicolon 28. Is that a typo?
No, because I can see it's right after 18 EE.
Okay.
So after EE would be FF. Just mean it shows you how far down they are in the numeric system, alphanumeric. Okay. All right. So the motion now is from Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Burrows. Moves ought to pass as amended. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon?
Yes.
Matusik?
Yes.
Post?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
McGee?
Yes.
Pacelli?
Yes.
Saxton?
Yes.
Walsh?
Yes.
Burrows?
Yes.
Herbert?
Yes.
Clerk? Yes. Mackler?
Yes.
Gibbs?
Yes.
Spear?
Yes.
Sullivan?
Yes.
Grassy?
Yes.
Rafter?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt?
Yes.
18 to 0.
Okay. The motion that was
Ought to pass as amended.
as amended. Okay. All those in favor of placing it on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Okay. Next up is Senate Bill 555. Oh, that's right. Representative McGee, did you want to do some of these? Did I? Okay. Well, okay. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't update my spreadsheet. Okay. So let Representative McGee. 1794. And well, let's leave 354 with me because we already did it. Okay, but you will do 355. Okay.
Kill it.
All right. So, Representative McHugh, seconded by Representative Burrows, moves ought to pass on the amendment to 555. Oh, yes, this is great. So basically, the original bill did have a repeal of the current statute, and which will then, but the repeal was going to be as of I think July 1st. So it's going to repeal the repeal, and which is section 1 of the this amendment, and then section 2 is that the new law will take an effect on the date of the original repeal. So basically, the current law will stay as is. Any discussion on the motion of ought to pass on the amendment? On the amendment. Yeah, on the amendment. Okay, seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon?
Yes.
Matusik?
Yes.
Post?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
McGee?
Yes.
Pacelli?
Yes.
Saxton?
Yes.
Walsh?
Yes.
Burrows? Herbert?
Yes.
Clerk? Yes. Mackler?
Yes.
Gibbs?
Yes.
Spear?
Yes.
Sullivan? Grassy?
Yes.
Rafter?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt?
Yes.
18 to 0 on the amendment.
Okay. Motion now is ought to pass as amended. Representative McHugh, seconded by Representative Burrows. Any discussion on the motion? It ought to pass as amended. Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon?
Yes.
Matusik?
Yes.
Post?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
McGee?
Yes.
Pacelli?
Yes.
Saxton?
Yes.
Walsh? Burrows?
Yes.
Herbert?
Yes.
Clark? Yes. Mackler?
Yes.
Gibbs?
Yes.
Spear?
Yes.
Sullivan? Grassy?
Yes.
Rafter?
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar? All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay. Next up, Senate Bill 557. What? Why? This was a different order. Oh, that's right. Okay. Representative McHugh, second by Representative Burrows, moves ought to pass. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for ought to pass.
Is this it? Is this the last one?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli. Yes. Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
All those in favor of placing 557 on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Senate Bill 196, Representative Porcelli, seconded by Representative Rafter. Okay. Moves ITL. Representative Porcelli, do we like to speak to your motion?
Yes, the sponsor withdrew the bill, and I'd like a clarification on why he withdrew it, if anyone knows. Right, the sponsor,
The issue somehow was resolved itself. And what little I know, I know that that Uber, all those they all have insurance requirements.
so this bill is no longer
It's not
necessary.
necessary. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the motion is inexpedient to legislate. Question clear? Clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert, Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
for ITM.
Okay, vote carries a
Oh,
vote
18-0.
18 to zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, so moved unanimously. We're now on to Senate Bill 325. Representative Hunt, seconded by Representative Burrows, moves inexpedient to legislate. Is there any discussion on the motion of ITL? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton, Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows, yes. Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear.
Yes.
Oh, wait a second. I've got some old sheets here. Oh. Hang on. Let me get the right names in the right place.
She was recycling old sheets.
Well, yeah, she was. She's got some, the names aren't right here.
That's good.
Okay.
It's good to recycle.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan,
Yes.
Grassy,
Yes.
and Rafter.
Yes.
And Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Vote is 18 to zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Senate Bill 423. Representative Spear, second by Representative Hunt, moves inexpedient to legislate. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik. Yes. Post.
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Bocelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows.
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs. Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, vote 18 to zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, so moved unanimously. Down to our last liquor bills. Senate Bill 137, Representative Petusik. Ought to pass on the amendment.
1888.
Okay. What is this? 137. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it just had a redundant phrase in it.
Yeah.
The 2500. So,
English again.
well, it was redundant. Could still be English. Okay. Motion is ought to pass on the amendment. Any amendment number 1888?
8888.
Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusik. Post.
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Bocelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
and Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0
Okay.
on the amendment.
The motion now is ought to pass as amended on Senate Bill 137. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none. You know, when that used to happen, I would just cross out whatever's at the top of the page, you know, if the number's wrong. Is that what's wrong?
No, it's just because.
Just the
it's
name.
Just the name.
The names, yeah, okay.
I got it. So this is now to pass as amended.
She's just cleaning out the drawer because this is our last time. we're gonna take votes, right? Okay.
7. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Petusik,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Bocelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert,
Yes.
Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan, Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
and Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
18-0. Motion now is ought to pass as amended.
That's what we just did.
Oh,
We just did that.
Oh, okay. All right. So all those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? So moved unanimously. Yeah, I was looking at
know.
you.
I just added it.
Okay, last but not least, Senate Bill 433, Representative Patusek, second by Representative Bulio. Moves to pass on the amendment for Senate Bill
The
433.
amendment is
1711.
okay.
Okay, any discussion on the motion ought to pass on the amendment? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on ought to pass on the amendment. On the amendment.
And six. Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusek,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Yes. Walsh,
Yes.
Burrows,
Yes.
Herbert. Yes. Clerk, yes. Maclear,
Yes.
Gibbs,
Yes.
Spear,
Yes.
Sullivan.
Yes.
Grassy,
Yes.
Rafter,
Yes.
Chairman Hunt,
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, Representative Patusek, seconded by Representative Bolio, moves ought to pass as amended on Senate Bill 433. Is the question clear? Clerk will call the roll. If she has any more sheets.
I think I need one more sheet. Yep. I'll get it from her.
You can just recycle this one, just to draw a line down. That's what I used to do.
All right.
Okay, and you just, TPA, and over that. Oops.
Okay.
Okay, the clerk will call the roll.
Representative Ammon,
Yes.
Matusek,
Yes.
Post,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Pacelli,
Yes.
Thaxton. Walsh. Burrows.
Yes.
Herbert. Clark, yes. Maclear.
Yes.
Gibbs. Spear.
Yes.
Sullivan. Grassy.
Yes.
Rafter.
Yes.
And Chairman Hunt.
Yes.
18-0.
Okay, motion carries 18 zip. All those in favor of placing on the consent calendar, please say aye. Aye. Who's opposed? So moved unanimously. Okay, I have two committee of conferences here. So for your new members, I'm sure we must, I don't remember what happened last year, but so when a bill that we have sent over to the Senate gets amended by the Senate, it then comes back for us for concurrence. And on my sheet, because the chair actually makes the motion, one few things that the chair has some control over, and in which that it's either concur, non-concur, or non-concur and request a committee of conference. And at that point, if that's the motion, we have House has 4 appointees, and the first requirement of the appointees is that theoretically they had voted for the House bill on session day, so that is documented that they have were on the floor. Now, if in terms of if there wasn't a voice, I mean, if it was a voice vote or a non-vote, I mean, theoretically, they could go back to the committee. As the chairman, I would go back to the committee vote and see what was the committee vote and see. So the reason I say that is because you theoretically would have 3 Republicans and 1 Democrat. And so therefore the issue is whether that 1 Democrat,
But could you just explain the breakdown?
3 Republicans.
I just want to understand why it's 3 and 1.
It's actually in our rules. It's written into our rules that that's the way the breakdown is. 3 Republicans.
Depending on who's in.
So
Majority?
it depending on the
Oh, so you
majority.
decided it was gonna be 3-1.
So if
That's
you know if you were in the chair, it would
mean
be
when? You mean when?
in the cold day. In three, it would 3 Democrats and 1 Republican.
Okay, just, I'm sorry, and
Yeah.
is it also true with the committee that there doesn't have to be a bipartisan breakdown in the committee we just did for the e-cigarettes?
So the committee. This has nothing to do with.
I
the
understand
committee.
that,
This-
I'm just
yeah,
asking.
that committee. Yeah, that committee. You always try to have 1 person on the minority party. They don't state it, but that yes, theoretically.
Depends who's the speaker. Okay, got it.
It depends on the speaker. And you want to throw me under the bus again?
No, I don't mean you.
Shoot. No, I said the speaker. You want to throw
speaker.
him under the bus again?
Speaker.
You already
Oh,
threw him
that
on the bus.
speaker. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, we'll now take them up. I have first one was the condominium association, and I believe I sent everybody out. You got the side by sides, and does anybody have any questions or any feelings about how they basically it says the same thing? It was just they rewrote it in another way to theoretically to make it easier for the condo association to understand what's happening. So, does anybody have a problem with that? Otherwise, I will concur and I initial it. Okay. The other one is a liquor one. And this is in our famous increasing the penalties for on-premise licensees for over-serving alcohol. In this case, there is the motion would actually be made by 2 chairs because after the bill left us, it then went over to criminal justice. So Representative Roy would also have the opportunity to sign off. I pointed out to him that this particular amendment, which was deleting a penalty for the second offense for a minimum, and I said that's really more up your alley than ours because that's a criminal. Yeah, so I said I would lean to his opinion.
Yeah.
He was okay with it. And then I know I spoke to some of the members on this committee already, and people felt comfortable with Representative Sullivan. So, is there anybody? I am prepared to concur. Is there anybody have opinion differently? Representative Petusek.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to ask the representatives from the Liquor Commission. The Senate removed a minimum of 15 days. And they just changed it to a maximum of 30, but there is no minimum. I'd like to ask the commission's opinion on this.
Good morning, Chief.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. For record, Mark Armaganian, Chief and Director of Liquor Enforcement and Licensing. Thank you for your question, Representative. Again, being neutral on this, as always, we do see that taking away minimums ends up taking away the hard deck and opens an interpretation, but at the same time, by rule and through our hearings process, those minimums can still be in place. Just by virtue of a case-by-case basis, not just broad brushing everything. So we don't look at it as a total negative, but at the same time, that's our stance on taking away minimums. It leaves a broader interpretation.
Okay, thank you.
More discretion. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions for Chief Armaganian? Seeing none. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody have a problem with this? Otherwise, I will concur. All right. So what will happen on the floor is that the motion will be made in my concurrence, and you will see me down there and briefly describe what the amendment did, and urge the House to concur.
Chairman, before we break,
What's that?
before we break,
Yes.
because we need to get a floor amendment out, when can you, myself, and Anita get together?
We're now out of exec session.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, in terms of what I will like to do, if it's okay with you, is that I will make a stab at it myself, and I will draw something up and get it to you,
And
but
you'll do it fairly soon.
yes, I mean, I said I would absolutely get it to you. Okay. Anyway, just because I'm looking at her for you doesn't mean I don't mean you all.
I like it.
Mr. Chairman,
When should I be looking out for it?
I would say if I get it to you by Friday, it would be a miracle.
so, Mr. Chairman,
But I don't need to have it ready until,
I know,
later.
but we got to get through OLS, and we all have to agree.
Exactly,
OLS,
but-
and we have to
but-
agree on it and wordsmith it or whatever we do. I don't know what we're gonna do.
So, I'm fully confident that what I give you, you're going to think is wonderful.
I hope so, because I've spent too many sleepless nights over this thing already.
Well, it should not do that. Don't let this
it's my
job get to
thing.
you. They don't pay you enough for that. Yes, Representative Grassi.
I was just going to say, since it won't be coming out until Friday anyways, and it'll be on the weekend, it'll be working, this will be an amendment that'll be in C pockets, not in the calendar.
It'll be actually in the seat pockets.
thank you.
Correct. That's correct. Okay. All right. So don't forget June 15th. So I'm not buying you lunch today. I'm buying you dinner when you come to the castle. We will. Hopefully the weather is good. So bring your bathing suit, and otherwise, and you do not need to bring liquor unless you drink something that I would never have. And but Moxie is right. You're right. If you have a refreshment that you want to make sure I have, be sure to let me know ahead of time. But otherwise, so yes. So the purpose of this is so everybody gets a chance to see the castle and get a tour and.
In the dam, we want to see. The
Okay, so yeah, it's starts in the afternoon. Like you say, if you come early and you go for a swim, whatever. June 15th. June 15th.
What time? You say come early.
Come whenever. I mean, with dinner will probably be around 5, and there would be fireworks. We will have. That is for the renters, not for me.
And this is going to be a damn fundraiser?
That is right. Well, that's true. I should.
Are we gonna have
I
to
guess
pay
I could send some
$100 per
lobbyists
car?
and Shake down lobbyists.
Well, your website said anything more than 10 cars, we have to pay $100.
I would urge you to disregard any policy requirements we have on our.
I read
renters.
car manuals. You have to expect I'm gonna do this.
Okay.